I want to thank everybody for watching Crypto Revolution. We talk about everything crypto daily, jumping right into the market today in crypto Bitcoin. What are you doing? The whole idea of this video, number one, I want to touch on all this FUD out there and wanted to bring you obviously a market update just to kind of clear the air or just put things in perspective. So when you wake up every day, I want you to think, okay, Bitcoin is under the 200 simple moving average and closed under there. That's significant. Like, I think that's happened one time ever. Right? Normally this calls the bottom. The stock market obviously is in disarray. It'd be interesting to see how the Fed plays. There's a good chance that the GDP comes out and you get a confirmed recession. And how does the Fed, do they soften the landing? Do they? Because, I mean, essentially the Fed's dumping the market on purpose to strengthen the dollar. Right? That's the manipulation that we live with on a daily basis. So key to this idea on the screen is just understand that there's a lot of buyers that could potentially jump into the market if the bulls at some point are able to regain the 200. Until then, bearish bias. Right now, go to the Bitcoin 2-hour chart, and essentially anytime you don't have a clear pattern, I'll just essentially divide it into the high of the range, the mid range, and the range low. Okay, so the way this idea works is if you lose the mid range, which you did here, you test the range low. If you regain the mid range, then you could move to the range high. It didn't happen here. Okay, but we call this bull trap right here. Bull trap led to a tremendous downside. Nailed this idea. Now, the bulls are down here at this support level. I mean, the bulls are fighting to put in a higher low. There's time ticking. I think we see a move out of Bitcoin in the next 24 hours. I mean, it's the weekend. What kind of scammy price action? Institutional investors are off right now. The stock market's been nailing a lot of these moves for Bitcoin. So I'm going to go over that in just a second. But understand that this support level, the bulls need a bounce and a double bottom, and that's you need some type of volume and a breakout above this dotted trend line for upside ideas. But loses support and you're looking for a move back down to the low of the range, about 18,000. If that is broken, 17.5 and then 16.3 are the next levels down for Bitcoin. These bear markets end in max pain. It's max pain should not be used lightly. Like right now, if you're feeling like, hey, am I losing? Is this exchange falling apart? Is this falling apart? Am I going to lose money here? That's what everybody else feels. And so we're going to talk about that in just a second. I've got some amazing shout outs to give in my trading group. This person made $2,500 in 5 days in the group. And he joined the group, never traded before. He's just shorting and longing the same coin. And that's really that simple. Person. He's been in my group for a while. And his family, actually, whole family joined the group. And I was like, bro, how much is your family up since y'all joined the group? And he says, over $300,000 or $400,000. He's like, I really quit counting. Killing it. He lived in the dream. He quit working. Crypto full time. That needs to be your goal. Person. I've been able to quit working because I've made a solid $125,000 since I joined the group less than a year ago. This person, $50,000 portfolio after 8 months in the group, only 21 years old. This channel, technical analysis, this market is about changing your life forever. If you sign up this week, I'm still giving a huge discount, 60% off the regular prices. Remember, you go over to the website, cryptorev.net. It pays for itself. It's a no-brainer, cryptorev.net. If you go down into the description of this video, there's a link take you directly to this website. Remember, if you have any questions, email me, cryptobitcoinchris@gmail.com. We're killing it daily. Look, every single day. Seriously, everything is every day. 17%, 19%, 20%, 23, 24, 28. Everyday bangers. You want to be on this team, I'm telling you. The Arrows Capital declared bankruptcy, right? So what started this all, obviously Terra Luna getting completely wrecked wasn't good for crypto, right? Because a lot of whales, crypto institutions, lenders were invested in Luna and UST, stablecoin. Right, so then Three Arrows Capital collapses because essentially they're borrowing from Peter to pay Paul, and they're heavy in these Bitcoin ETFs, and they just declared bankruptcy. Bitcoin's quarterly return was potentially one of the worst ever. I I mean, definitely the worst on this sheet since 2014. I'm sure there's some lower numbers previously, but Bitcoin lost 56% in a quarter. I mean, this is historic in bear market for an extended period of time. But you can make so much money in a bear market, it's not even funny. But because you have the entire herd is just selling, panic selling fear, right? They can't even think straight. Bear markets are the best time potentially to increase your net worth. Everyone's selling fear, panicking. You got to dig deep and know that you're not like other people. They don't see the vision. They don't understand taking profits or managing risk. Everything that we talk about on this channel, they don't understand market cycles. The herd buys when everyone is talking about all the high prices. This is a trap. And they FOMO into the top, and then they get wrecked in crypto. We basically all start here, where we start. And then you realize, well, hey, I got to do things different to be successful in this market. But in life in general, financially, you have to know that you're better and different than other people. You see what other people don't see. Build your patience and understanding during these times in the market. Society builds all these barriers for people to believe exist, but you have to understand that it's essentially everyone falls into this trap of safety, right? Where they financially, they dump money into his 401k and they just go to work every day. I mean, I did it for most of my life, and they make someone else rich. Rich people offer insurance. They create this safety net, job security. Everyone in the world falls in this trap because it's safe and comfortable. So we have to acknowledge that things are different. The people that take risks are the ones that become the most wealthy. They become the most financially free. However, you have to manage your risk long term to maintain your portfolios and net worth. Like, you only need cash if you're going to spend it, right? You always need it to be in an asset. Don't sit in a bunch of cash. And there's obviously clear advantages to being in cash when the market completely gets wrecked. But obviously there's assets like properties, which have skyrocketed. So you need to be diversified, and you essentially need to be in assets that are outpacing inflation to offset the losses in cash's buying power. So right now, the government is dumping the market. They're forcing this recession, a forced recession, some people refer it to, because they want to strengthen the dollar. The Fed's got to offset inflation. It's out of control. I mean, McDonald's is paying $15 an hour, and gas is $5 a gallon, at least. That just sets the tone for the entire market. Bitcoin, stocks, everything's just getting wrecked right now. I mean, it's one of the worst years in a long time for the S&P 500. There's all this FUD in the market, right? So you're dealing with this, right? At first, you're potentially, if you're holding anything, it's getting wrecked. Don't hold downtrends ever. We know that. FTX comes in, and Sam Bankman-Fried, the guy's a billionaire for a reason. And I mean, you could have a conspiracy theory that says, hey, he's going to put rumors out there. I mean, FTX exchange is a large exchange. And, Binance being the largest. But you have to understand, Kucoin is the number 5 exchange by daily trading volume, right? So it's become a pretty amazing exchange. Now, anything's possible in this market, right? Anything's possible. Nothing's for sure. But you have these exchanges, which are mega whales, where Binance is talking to like 50 different companies trying to bail them out. FTX is taking advantage. Like, this guy's a billionaire for a reason. He comes in, he buys BlockFi for $250 million, and then essentially he's offered them $400 million in revolving credit, right? They also extended loans to Voyager Digital, $485 million in cash in Bitcoin, right? This is bad for business in crypto. And so CZ, the CEO of Binance, Sam Bankman-Fried, these guys know that they have to step in and save. They don't want these. Normally, obviously, governments, if banks are having problems, government comes in and bails them out. So these elite whales are bailing out what they can in this market to keep things stable. You had a lot of lenders, Celsius, BlockFi was having trouble. All these crypto lenders, which, they were borrowing and paying out real high percentages, but then they were heavy in, say, Luna or UST. And so it's just been this domino effect of crumbling. And that's how bear markets, when I say max pain, I mean it. And so last night I posted in a group, Johnny Kucoin is the CEO of Kucoin. He came out and he said, I'm not sure who's spreading these rumors, because Twitter is just on fire with Kucoin's in trouble. He's like, listen, Kucoin does not have any exposure to Luna, 3AC, Babel, etc. There's no immense suffering or coin collapse, no plan to halt withdrawals. Kucoin is operating well. So remember that Kucoin, you can make your own judgment. They just raised $150 million in fundraising. They have a $10 billion valuation in May. They're still hiring. They're more active in the bear market. They're launching new features. They just launched OCOs and fiat pairs. Again, nothing's for sure, but you're going to have FUD in this market that's real. Here is this bankruptcy. You're going to have FUD in this market that's put out there by the whales just to get you to freak out. And I mean, it's like a bank run. Oh, here, everybody withdraw off this exchange. You're going to get it all the time. Or, you want to throw some FUD in the market. Tell everyone Tether's failing. Like, how many times have we heard that? And China's banning Bitcoin. How many times we hear, like, it's the same thing over and over in this market. And here's the key to success. You have to do this. Spread yourself out. You don't want to be on one exchange. You don't want to be on one asset. You know, if you're into crypto lending and that type of thing, like, you don't want to be when the market dumps like this. You can count on this happening, right? I was looking at Luna's valuation the other day, trying to explain to somebody, a no coiner, how this market works and how much money was lost, just disappeared. Poof, it's gone. Just understand that you have to dig deep right now inside you and know that this is not forever. This too shall pass, right? But this is the time. I quit working in the worst part of the bear market in 2018, just because I figured out how to buy oversold double-digit red altcoins. I quit working. And then we had an altcoin season on a small Bitcoin run-up because these altcoins get completely destroyed and you get 50, 100%, 200%, 300% bounces out of these altcoins when Bitcoin shows a little bit of strength. You have to take advantage of this opportunity. It's right here in front of you. This FUD, I'm telling you, I don't normally acknowledge any of this news because half of it's garbage. You don't know what's what. It's only going to, destroy your trading portfolio. You can't control the unexpected. Just spread yourself out. You can't be all in crypto, right? You hopefully right now you haven't been holding anything, but I mean, you can't never go all in. You need the cash on the sidelines to make the big moves when it matters. When these coins get destroyed, and some will, and most will, 99% of these coins go to zero. But when this thing comes back, and it will, this market, millionaires are made during the bear market. And you have to continue on a psychological level to be strong. My updates haven't been as regular on YouTube. Obviously the group is killing it. Like, we're doing amazing. I'm very proud to have a super strong team of people that has taken, for years I tried to do everything with this channel, with the group, and finally I realized that I wasn't able to scale on a lot of levels because I was trying to do too much. And I've taken the group to the next level. Obviously opened up the door into, shorting the market and really understanding how the stock market intertwines with what Bitcoin is doing. And the reason why I'm studying so much based on these stock ideas is because it's only going to get greater than what it is now as far as the correlation between Bitcoin and the stock market. But they want ETFs. They want a spot ETF. They don't want to worry about holding stuff on a wallet, and they don't want to deal with that stuff. I mean, crypto really needs a spot ETF. So understand on this idea, and I'm really looking to see how futures open tomorrow evening. And so previously you had this double bottom, and then it rolled over, right? So and then we called this bear trap for this previous run up that Bitcoin just had. Now, you've got the price action coming up here to revisit this resistance. Well, Bitcoin does too. Right? It's essentially, there's this resistance right here. Okay, so if the stock market gets rejected here, then Bitcoin downside. This Ethereum trade, we just destroyed it. Like, you don't know how empowering it is. Like, I saw this Ethereum trade and I missed the initial move, and I'm looking for, just follow the arrows, right? Just follow the arrows. I'm looking for a move higher, and a bearish retest would confirm. Look, retest gives further confirmation of downside move. I didn't know any of this when I started. I'm here to help you. I'm going to teach you everything that I learned, exactly how I learned it. Look what happened. It followed the arrows exactly and then gave us a really good bearish retest and downside. Banger. The game changed completely when I started trading the market both ways. If you're a bull in this market all the time, perma bull, you can't be a bull all the time. And if you are, you have to be okay with just sitting there and sitting on the sidelines and waiting and not sitting in these coins, holding these coins. We're traders. We trade the market both ways. It doesn't really matter what direction these coins move. Adopt that ideology and you will make a ton of money in this market. If you guys like the content that I provide on a daily basis, be sure to subscribe to the channel, like the video, leave a comment in the comment box. Thanks so much. I'll see you guys tomorrow.